The question I hate being asked the most is, what do you use to grow your hair? Now, there's nothing wrong with the question itself. It's just so difficult to answer because there's nothing specific that I can pinpoint to say that, okay, this is the one thing that when I did, my hair grew like maybe, I don't know, like 5 inches or something like that. And the fact of the matter is that I don't actually grow my hair. My hair grows naturally, just like yours grows naturally. Your nails do the same, your eyebrows, your body hair, all of that grows naturally. Your job essentially is to retain the length. And that's why I feel like most people are failing. My name is Marilyn. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Today I'll be talking about 5 mistakes that people make when they're, taking care of their hair and a few solutions that might be able to help you to avoid those mistakes. The first mistake I think most people make when they're starting out in a natural hair journey is they're overly focused on growth. I feel like so many people are obsessed with how do I grow my hair? How do I grow my hair? How do I grow my hair? But the truth is, your hair is already growing. Naturally, on average, your hair grows about half an inch every month, which means you probably get like 6 inches of growth per year. Now, the gag is retaining the health and length of those inches that are growing. You also do need to factor in the fact that your hair grows through cycles. So, at any given point in time, your hair could be growing, it could be like resting, or it could be shedding. So, you need to factor in those things. And I feel like sometimes people are trying to cut corners. They're like, oh, I want my hair to grow. I want my hair to grow. But they're kind of expecting it to happen like within a very short period of time. But the truth is, it takes a lot of time and patience. I've been growing my hair for about 4.5 years, and my hair is about 13 inches. Now, if I go by the average that my hair should have grown, which is about 6 inches a year, that means by now I should have about 27 inches, but I only have 13. So even for me, I wouldn't say that I've done a great job retaining the length, but I prioritize health, and so some of my hair has had to go. Now, when it comes to alleviating this problem, you need to think about your hair in two areas. You need to think about it in terms of growth and retention. When it comes to growth, you need to think about it like, kind of a gardener, right? You're creating the perfect environment for your scalp to be able to do its thing and grow your hair, essentially. And then your job, your main focus is retention. Now, the funny thing about retention is you don't actually even need to do too much. What you need to do is to leave your hair alone, right? You need to obviously wash your hair regularly, but you need to be gentle when you do these things, like when you're brushing your hair, when you're you know I don't know, getting a trim, or when you're getting braids and stuff like that. You need to actually be very gentle with the ends of your hair because they're the oldest, they're the weakest, they've been under the weather conditions for longer. So if it's the sun or the cold, whatever that is, you need to really consider that. If you want length, you need to baby the ends of your hair. When you're applying products, start from your ends. When you're brushing, start from your ends. When you're detangling, start from your ends. The second mistake that I think some people make, maybe you're not guilty, but some people make, is blindly following every trend or product that's, like comes along. So I know that now where the industry is, there are a lot of products, there are a lot of processes and, things that people are doing that is helping their hair. And honestly, I believe that most of those products work, or, nearly all of them work, to be very honest. But the truth is, you have to ask yourself if it works for you, right? So I highly recommend that you experiment, absolutely, especially if you're starting out or you're kind of getting into the process of caring for your hair. Again, you need to know what you're looking for, right? So you're looking for the way that your hair feels and looks and grows when you use a particular product. If you've started using a new shampoo and conditioner, then you need to decide or assess, does this shampoo make my hair feel drier, or does it make it feel more, moisturized? You need to ask the same of the conditioner. Now, when it comes to conditioner, I like a lot of slip. Like, I need to feel my hair literally softening as I'm putting the conditioner inside. That's something that I look out for. So when I have a conditioner and it's not quite doing that, I know that I'm probably not going to use it again. Just because somebody that you think has great natural hair, or somebody that you think is popular says that a particular product is good, doesn't mean that it's good for your hair. Likewise, if they say it's bad, doesn't mean that it's bad for your hair. So just go out there and find out what works for you. If something doesn't work for you, I mean, you don't need to hold on to it. It's not by force. You can give it to a friend or something and then find one that works for you. Another thing that I like to do, which I think could be beneficial to you, is I kind of like to break the rules a little bit, right? So I've gotten to the point where putting oils on my scalp, regularly can make my scalp a bit itchy. And so what I like to do now is I put the oils either in my shampoo or my conditioner, or like the mask that I'm going to use, and then I apply it onto my hair. Or I'll condition my hair and then I'll put the oil on my scalp and then like massage it in, and then when I wash out the conditioner, I wash out the oil. Like there's really no rules. You can literally just do what you want as long as it's working for you. Now the third mistake that I think most people make, especially when they are starting out, and you have like a new obsession with your hair and you're just watching it grow and it's kind of exciting, it's over manipulation. Like you're always combing your hair, or you're always braiding your hair, or you're always doing something to your hair, and just leave it alone. And I'll forever say this, like I feel like this is why people who are tender-headed always have so much hair, because it's so painful for them that they don't even want anybody to touch it. Like they just kind of leave it alone and let it do its own thing. just just leave your hair alone, right? Like it's okay if you have a routine, like you do a wash day and then maybe you do some cornrows and you wear your wig for a week or two and then you do another wash day, and then but then like there's some people like they braid their hair like every 5 days, like it's just box braids, tight pony, you know, straight backs. Like it's just a regular cycle of them always constantly manipulating their hair. And it's not just about changing styles, right? But it's like, what are you doing like while you have those styles? And so, for example, if you get like knotless braids or something, you're always like tying your hair and it's always so tight, or you're always like, I don't know, twisting it in one direction or another, and it's always just like putting a lot of tension on your scalp. You need to leave your hair alone. I mean, for me, I braid my hair every now and then, and even when I do, I always leave my hair down, mostly because I don't want to like do anything that's going to like pull the front back or like have some tension. I mean, it even gives me a headache. How are you guys even doing that? And it's okay if you're like doing it like maybe, I don't know, if you have to go somewhere fancy once a week and then you do like a style, and I don't know, you do like a French braid or something, that's fine. But for the people that are doing it like all day, every day, their hair is always like slicked into something or tightened into something, like leave her alone. Another thing too that kind of helps with over manipulation is using the right tools, right? So if you're somebody and you know that like those detangling brushes that the girlies have been using, me, I have one that I really, really like, so don't come for me. I love it and I'm gonna die on that hill. Now you can try it and see if it works for you. If it doesn't work for you, don't force it. Like if a wide tooth comb works for you, and that's what I was using for a while. I was using a wide tooth comb till I realized that like it was just too much work. So I started using that particular detangling brush, which has been amazing to me, by the way. So you need to like use the right tools for the right styles that you want. If you're detangling and you want to use a detangling brush, but the detangling brush is not working for you, let it go. Let it go, or try another detangling brush, or and try another one until you find the one that you want. But otherwise, if a wide tooth comb is what gets the job done, then use the wide tooth comb. You can also do like some low tension styles. Like, I mean, if you know me, you know that I like my mini twists. So I'm gonna recommend that to you. So the fourth mistake that I think most people are making, and this one is actually really on my heart, it's not letting your hair breathe. Like, I'm on you today. If you're like braids, pony, cornrow, um, I'm running out of styles. But like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Give your hair some time to breathe, to recoup. Like, imagine you just run a marathon and you're tired and you're like, run some more. That's what some of you are doing to your hair. Like, you need to leave it alone. I remember um one of my friends did something that I thought was really brilliant. Like, she went a whole year without braiding. And I was like, you know what? That's actually a really good idea. I mean, I don't really do a full year, but I can do like 6 months. And I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you. Try going 6 months without like doing braids. Like you can do wig cornrows, but like those straight backs, knotless braids, even those ponytails. And I keep saying the ponytails because so many people have told me like either for them or stories they've heard of people who've gone like bald in the patches where their ponytails were. Like, please, please release yourself from the shackles of it and just give your hair a break. Like challenge yourself to, I don't know, like 6 months. Let your hair breathe. You braided in January, braided in February. You're probably gonna braid in March and April and May. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone for just a little bit. Now, the last mistake that I think that most people are making, this one I don't think it's even too bad, but it just kind of helps with the feeling of being overwhelmed. Like having to decide what you're going to do for your hair. Like every day or every week, it's really overwhelming. Like, but if you have a routine, you can very clearly see what you've mapped out, and you can understand that, okay, fine. What day is today? Today's 26th. Okay, cool. So on Saturday, I'm gonna do a wash day, and then I'm gonna do cornrows for my wig, and then I don't know, maybe you keep it in for 2 weeks, and then you're like 2 weeks after that, you're gonna do a wash day, but you do a deep condition as well, and then I don't know, you'll get braids. So you'll get braids for I don't know 6 weeks. Then you'll be covered for that period. I feel like it's a lot less overwhelming if you know what you're going to be doing, like with your hair, like maybe over a 3 month period. But if you're just starting out, you can do 6 weeks. Even if you decide that I'm washing my hair every 2 weeks, it's just easier to comprehend that, okay, within the next 6 weeks, I'll be washing my hair 3 times. And like on those wash days, I'll be doing cornrows or twists or, like whatever style it is that you're going to do. And it just makes it so much more like digestible, like with the hair, the entire hair process. So I definitely recommend getting a routine. It doesn't have to be like something serious, but just, you can put in your phone calendar or something so that you get like a reminder or like wash day is coming, something like that. If you fall under any of these categories, I hope that my solutions to you were helpful, but I'm happy to go into a bit more detail if you like. So you can comment like underneath the video and I'll respond if I can. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel for more content like this.